All-Star Western number 11, written by Justin Gray and Jimmy Palmiotti, art by Moritat. Last issue left off with Dr. Arkham discovering the existence of a Talon in Gotham, I guess. He seemed rather spooked because two people just died right in front of him. And basically, the first two pages of this are just him recounting, like, here's what we know about the Court of Owls. There's a Talon that I definitely saw, and that lady in New Orleans definitely looked pretty owl-like. And also, there's this nursery rhyme, Beware the Court of Owls. So, my speculation here is that we know there's a Court of Owls, and we know that there is a religion of crime, and they're both secret societies, and I highly doubt that one of them is going to be able to coexist with the other. So they're going to fight each other. And more or less that's what we get. So at Cobblepot Pass, we get, what's his name? Lucius Bennett, the guy that Tallulah Black is currently hunting down, is being transported in carriage, and immediately they're stopped by Jonah Hex and Tallulah, and they get into a fight with his bodyguard guy named Baroque, and he starts firing, they all start fighting each other, and Jonah gets off a good hit on Baroque, which knocks him off the horse. Bennett starts getting away, has a few other just normal bodyguards helping him out, but before Tallulah and Jonah can get to Bennett, the Talon shows up, and Bennett's like, dude, Court of Owls, if you do this, you're going to be starting a war. I hope you understand that. And the Talon sees the Jonah Hex and Tallulah are nearby, throws down a smoke grenade and makes an escape, and makes their way underneath the bridge that they're on, to which the Talon has Bennett strung up, and he's just like, why did you save me from them? And he's like, I didn't. And then just snaps his neck and lets him fall off the bridge. So then we go to the followers of the crime Bible, and we see all the different lords, terror, extortion, thieves, assassins, and prostitution. And they're basically just talking about, how do we deal with the whole Jonah Hex and Tallulah Black problem, because they killed off one of the lords, and they're like, all right, here's the deal. We got to come at as a united front, so we're going to capture them, and then we're going to kill them all together. Sound good? Great. So they have the police arrest Amadeus, Jonah, and Tallulah. And of course they put up a little bit of a fight, but not too much. And once they're put in bags over their heads and taken to a secret location, and they start working through, okay, so what's actually probably going on here? And they realize that there was the Court of Owls lady, the Talon, and they realized that Bennett was definitely a member of the religion of crime because he had that ring on his finger. So they realize, all right, so now they're probably just sending a message because they think that we killed them, but there's a whole crime war thing going on. So they get to this location. It looks to just be an overgrown manor, and they use some chloroform or something to knock them out and tie them next to this giant machine that's going to basically build up steam pressure until when they awaken, and then they're just going to torture them. Not to get any real information, but just to torture them slowly. But it's going to take some time for the water to boil to a proper temperature. So while they're waiting, Tallulah, behind everyone's backs, wakes up, manages to free herself, and gets away somehow. And by the time that the religion of crime lords come down into this area where they look around and they're like, oh geez, Tallulah got free. Someone find her. And that's where the issue leaves off. I will say there is one little conversation they have here talking about how they are going to be corrupting the current mayor, who is Mayor Cobblepot. And then someone chimes up being like, actually, no, he's pretty evil already. It will not be that hard to get him to do bad things, because he's definitely a dick. So, yeah, that's the issue. It's fine. It's good. It definitely feels more of setup to this war between the Court of Owls and the Crime Bible people. It's weird to me that this is what's continuing the Court of Owls. I think I said that last time, I was surprised that they kept on making appearances here of all places, but hey, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. I'm interested to see what little bits of lore they can manage to establish, because this would be early years. This would be the Court of Owls just getting, they're literally defining their place as the secret society in Gotham. So I am interested in that. Writing-wise, I glossed over a lot of it. but it is well written. There's a lot of parts where Tallulah's narrating and giving her just mental process of like how she feels about Jonah and what her relationship with him like really boils down to, whether it's trust or respect or just lust. It's interesting to see the mindset on that. Favorite page is probably when the Talon drops Lucius Bennett off the bridge, snaps his neck, just because it's just the whole like, why'd you save me? I didn't snap. So no, it's a good read. It's a fine read overall. It's not blowing me away, but it's a good read. So I'll give it a 7. I think it's very well done, but not really much more to say about it. It's just it's a good read throughout, but it's never the best read at any given point. So yeah.